Welcome back, guys and girls, and whoever else watches this. Probably not too many because the hits on YouTube aren't that big. But it's the Dirty Jersey Sports Show, and it's June 7th, 2010. I am the big guy, and I am joined by...
your boy, Willie Will. Back at it again. Hopefully you guys are watching, because...
yeah, we're going to cancel the show, and the show's for free. What the hell's going on around here?
Jesus.
Alright. If anybody's there, I don't think... not... Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Anybody? Anyway, getting into the sports. A couple weeks now is Memorial Day. Hope everybody had a good Memorial Day weekend and all that. I know I had a good one. You know.
Not too bad. Boats and hose. That's what I'm about.
Anyway, we went down to the racetrack down at Monmouth Park and we saw the horses. And I tell you what, I've been to Preakness 3 times. And I saw one horse in 3 years.
Me too. I was with you.
Yes, yes. Kind of. I was told you were there. I don't remember anything. I was told I was there. But, of course, don't listen to me. I don't win any racing, nothing. I suck, so I have to try it out the window. But, alright, let's get into some sports now for everybody.
Wait, did you see a horse?
Yeah, I saw a couple horses.
You saw a couple horses, alright.
I know one jockey, Velazquez, his name was, won like every race.
Does he pitch for the Yankees?
Yeah, he used to. Now, you know.
Now he rides horses.
Now he rides horses. Alright, but, let's get into a little bit of hockey right now.
Do we have to?
Yeah, I got a point about hockey though.
Alright, we can do this. I'm just kidding.
I got a good point about hockey. And it has nothing to do with hockey that much. They're playing... perfect. They're playing Game 6 right now. Oh, Game 6, I'm sorry, Game 6 is over. They're going to Game 7. NBA's only 2 games in. They start at the same time.
No, they're going into Game 6. It's 3-2.
Oh yeah, Game 6, you're right.
Going to Game 6.
And you say you don't know hockey. There you go.
Hey, Sports Center, didn't
Yeah, so they're going into Game 6, and the NBA's on Game 2.
3. Now they're on Game 6.
Yeah. Well, they're playing the NFL schedule, like once a week now.
I can't stand the NBA playoffs. They drag it out so long. Like, I think between the first game and the second game, there was 2 days off. Between the first game, in the same city.
Yeah.
It's in LA, and they had 2 days off. That just makes absolutely no sense to me.
Alright, before we do that, let me just ask you a question. It's 3-2, Chicago, going back to Philly. Home team's won every game. What happens?
Blackhawks crush you Philadelphia Flyers fans' hearts, and everything returns back to normal.
In 6?
Yes.
6.
In 6.
Okay.
Or in 7, who cares, you know.
A little man's giving a finger, but he fell down, so it's
Blackhawks will take it.
Alright. I'll say 7 games, and they win it at home.
That's fine.
And then they trash the city like every other team that wins the cup does.
Absolutely.
Alright, back to the, bigger and more important things.
Back to reality.
Little NBA Finals action. Ray Allen didn't miss anything yesterday.
Amazing. He set a new record for 3-pointers in a NBA Finals game.
He pretty much did it in 1 half too, which was...
yeah, he scored, I think he scored 27 points in the first half. He wound up
7 out of 8,
32.
Yeah.
So...
and the funny part was that Kobe Bryant was in foul trouble.
he was. Did you see some of the calls though that they got him on?
No.
Some of them were questionable.
Yeah.
But that's the breaks, man.
I had the local sports radio on today, and it might have been one of the dumbest things I've ever heard Francesa say. He's talking about how the guy called up and he's asking him, yeah, Kobe Bryant was in foul trouble, and his response was, yeah, but he was in the game when the game was decided.
Absolutely.
But that makes no sense to me.
Why not?
Because you're telling me that the game was close when him sitting on the bench kept the game. If he plays the whole game, it's not close.
Maybe. Maybe not.
So to me, that's not a defense. That's like, I'm an idiot. I'm just gonna say that because I get paid a lot, and I don't know.
Well, I don't think that's splicing hairs at that point. I mean, the game, just like every other NBA game, is won in the last few minutes anyway. So, and he was a part of the last few minutes, and the Lakers didn't do anything. They completely choked it up. Well, I won't say they choked it up. I think that the Celtics played beyond what everybody was expecting to them in the last 3 minutes. They played good defense. Doc Rivers is charging on the court, calling timeouts.
That was awesome. I was actually a Celtic fan for 1 second until I realized that they were wearing green. Yeah. I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, it was good. Rondo returned to form and got a triple-double. Nice triple-double.
Yep.
And he made 2 great steals at the last 3 minutes of the game. So
Kevin Garnett's washed up. But
Come on. He'll give you the 10 to 15 points a game, whatever. Still a big Kevin Garnett fan.
What was I gonna say? Davis. I can't stand the Celtics, dude.
Big Baby Davis.
The whole team just irks me. Yeah, it's the.
I like the Celtics, man. I got no problem.
It's the lesser of two evils.
And that's fine with me. That's fine.
It's like you watching the World Series last year.
Not even close.
For me. I can't stand LA. I can't stand the Celtics.
Really, man? I think a Mets Red Sox series would be comparable to.
No, I'd be a Met fan.
Yeah. Right.
Screw the Red Sox. I don't hate anything north of Connecticut. I don't like. Not even a soup, lobster, crab, nothing, nothing. I mean, like Paul Revere. But you know. But back to that point with like Kobe sitting on the bench. If you're watching the Colts play in a football game, I know it's a crazy analogy, and I like to do that from time to time. But if you're watching the Colts play in a playoff game, and Peyton Manning sits out the first 3 quarters, and then he comes in for the 4th, is that a fair assessment? Because it's the same idea. Eh?
No, it's not even a fair analogy.
Why not?
Because it's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous analogy, and I'm not.
If Kobe's the guy who takes all the shots, and Manning's the guy who throws all the passes.
But the last time I checked, there wasn't foul trouble in the NFL.
Well, I'm saying if you had a chance to compare them.
Well, it's not comparable right from the jump.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Hypothetically speaking.
Yeah, there is no hypothetical.
Hypothetically speaking.
Hypothetically speaking, I'm going to say that that's not a fair analogy, and I will not comment on that analogy.
I think it's a good one. That's desired though. Anything else you gotta put in it?
No, I mean we could run down what happened. I mean it's been 2 weeks, dude.
Well, Gallinari got banged in the first game.
We'll talk about that a little bit further next time. I think Mike Brown got fired in the 2 weeks we were gone.
And Danny Ferry quit.
What does that mean for the Cavaliers in the near future? Nothing, unless they don't sign LeBron James. So it doesn't even matter.
Did you watch the fight at Yankee Stadium?
I did not watch the fight.
That was pretty good.
But Cotto won, right?
Yeah, well, the guy Yuri Foreman, he hurt his knee, and wasn't that fair. But he was losing anyway. Fight was nice. Yankee Stadium looked pretty good.
That's good. I mean, that's cool that Yankee Stadium was able to hold another venue in there besides baseball and make it a success. But boxing these days,
it's watered down.
It is so bad.
Pacquiao was sitting ringside though.
Was he?
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean anything to me. Sit ringside at the Floyd Mayweather Jr. fight, and then we'll start talking, or vice versa.
Get in the ring with him. I heard he agreed to the blood test now.
Good.
Which means
he cleaned himself out.
Which means that the detoxification is underway.
Evidently.
That's sports in general. We'll get to the whole baseball thing later too, with the whole steroid thing, and the whole 9 yards. But
John Wooden passed away.
Yeah, that's sad.
That's a sad story.
But
he lived a long life.
Yeah,
99 years old.
Yes.
Long life, and apparently he inspired more than the people that he coached. Man, he inspired a whole college, and inspired a lot of people who study, I guess, business or whatever other kind of.
Well, the funny thing I heard about him, we talked about this before, is that he never talked about the other team.
Right.
It was always what we're going to do. Like, we're going to impose our will. But when you're coaching the best team, of course, what's real quick, on the sidebar real quick, Phil Jackson might go to the Nets to coach LeBron. That's what was an outside rumor I read on blogs and all that.
Really?
Will Phil Jackson ever go to a team where he doesn't coach the best player in the league?
Mm-mm.
And now how good of a coach is he?
Absolutely not. That's a question for the ages.
That's
a question for the ages. Who knows?
All right, well, the first part's done, and if you come back with the second part, we'll give you $1. Thank you.